So he stood up and he was actually leaving the room. So I was like, oh, are we done? Like, is this the end of the interview, or maybe there's a next stage or something? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for clicking on this video, and if this is your first time, you're definitely welcome. My name is Tomai, and thank you guys for watching my video, my past videos, like commenting, subscribing, doing all that. I really do appreciate it. I really do. So today I'm going to be talking about my worst job interview experience ever, because a girl has gone through a lot in this job search, and so far so good. This is like my worst job interview experience so far. This is it. So today I'm gonna be talking about it. I'm gonna share my experience with you guys. And before we get into this video, please guys, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, do all that. And let's get into this video. So this happened last year, December. So I finished uni in October 2019 last year, and I've been looking for jobs since then. And whenever I apply for the kind of jobs I wanted, it's always going to be about like me doing an assessment test, doing online quiz before I get like the real interview, like the face-to-face interview. So I've been applying. I was just so tired. Then I applied for this one. So it's like you work in the dental office, and I can't remember the position, but then it's like administrative stuff. You were doing some administrative work. So I was like interested. Yeah. So I applied, like, let me say I applied like yesterday, and they got back to me like today. Like, it wasn't even up to 24 hours. They sent me an email if I want to come in for an interview. So I was so excited. I was like, you know what, like, I've been applying for different kind of jobs, and this one doesn't have an online assessment that I have to do or an order. So I was so excited, right? So I was already looking for like the job, the clothes that I would be wearing. I was already thinking about it. I was like, I have to like buy new clothes. I have to do all that. I have to make my hair when I get this job, because I was like, I'm gonna get this job. Like, I was so positive that like I was gonna get this job. Like, let me tell you, I was so positive. I was like, I'm gonna get this job.
Wait a minute, who are you?
Well, so they give me an appointment by 9:30 on Monday. So fast forward to Monday, I got there. I actually drove like 30 minutes drive to the place. It was that far. So I was already thinking, like, do I really want to be driving 30 minutes to this place? So that's like an hour if I get this job. But I was like, you know what, I need this job. So I wasn't really concerned. So I entered the office. Tell me why, like, I entered, nobody greeted, nobody said welcome, nobody said anything to me. So I was like, oh, okay, number one red flag. I'm like, you know what, I'll keep my calm. Like, I need this job. So I wasn't really worried about if they say hi to me or not. So I walked up to like the front desk ladies. I was like, I'm here for an interview. So I got there like 9:15, and my interview is supposed to be by 9:30. So I told them my interview is by 9:30. She was like, okay, you sit down there. I'm like, okay. But I wasn't really worried. I was like, I need this job. Like, when I start working with you, I'm gonna treat you fuck up. But I didn't say that, but like in my mind I was like thinking about that, right? When it was 9:45, I was still sitting down there. They didn't attend to me, nobody attended to me. So by 9:50, a lady walked up to me and she said, oh, my interview is by 10, not 9:30. I was like, no, it's by 9:30. She was arguing with me. She was like, no, it's by 10. I'm like, sorry, it's by 9:30. So I brought up my phone and I showed her like my email that they sent to me. So she was, oh, sorry about that. Okay. Then after like 2 minutes, the person that was supposed to interview me walked past where we were when I was talking to the lady, and then she was like, oh yeah, she's here for an interview. She was like, can you take her? I'm like, can you take me? Oh, okay. But I wasn't really worried. So then she was actually holding my resume and the applications that I added to that I sent to them. So she gave it to the guy, and the guy said I should come with him to the room. And we entered this room. The room was super empty, was cold, and like there was just like a round table and like 2 chairs in the room. So he sat down and I sat down, in like we're facing each other, and this guy stared at my resume for like a good 2 minutes. Let me tell you, a good 2 minutes. He was staring, he was flipping my resume, and I'm like, okay, would you say hi, would you say anything to me? But you know, I was still like looking good, like, because I wasn't trying to, you know, be negative, because I was already like irritated at this point, because like, first of all, like, you guys' environment is not even conducive for me. I was like, can I really work here? But you know, I was like it's until I get this job I will determine if I can work here or not. But I know I was still staring at my resume for like 2 minutes. I don't know if I should turn, if I should do anything. I was just there. Then
2,000 years later,
he looked at me and he said, oh, what is my name? I was like, first of all, my name is on my resume. I didn't say that, but in my mind I was like, why are you asking me that? My name is on my resume. Why are you still asking me if what my name? That's not, you guys not even check my resume before I even got here, or you know what, I don't even know. But it was like, what is my name? So I said, oh, my name. And they were like, oh, where am I from? Like, why are you asking me where I'm from? I'm like, oh yeah, I was born in Nigeria, but I moved here. And they were like, oh, okay, that's good. It was like, oh, I have been to Nigeria before. I went there for like a research stuff. I'm like, okay, it's not really my business. And he was like, so when did I finish uni? All these are stated on my resume. Why are you still asking me this kind of question? Can we get into this interview? Like what's up? But I was like, oh, I finished 2 months ago, which was like October. So it was like, oh really, what did I study? At this point I was already like irritated. Then the next thing he said, well, he wants to know my calculation skills, something around that. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, you know, I really do not care. Like, I will just say what I know. And then it was like, it said something like, what is 2 plus 2? Something very easy at the beginning. I'm like, 4. I was like, okay. Then it was like, what is like, he said something about like, what is 25 divided by, what is like, it was like, what is, let me just say he said, what is 25 divided by 5? Something like that. And I said the wrong thing, and immediately when I said the wrong thing, I was like, oh, sorry, can I say the right answer? You're like, oh, never mind, this is just the first interview, you're fine. I'm like, okay. So he stood up and he was actually leaving the room. So I was like, oh, are we done? Like, is this the end of the interview, or maybe there's a next stage or something? So we're like, oh yeah, we are done. And he actually left the room before I did. And I think like it's only appropriate when you let the person that came to you for the first time to leave the room before you do, because you're familiar of the environment, right? But no, he left the room and I walked behind him, and he actually like went to his office or somewhere. So then like, that's the end of the interview, right? So I just like, oh, then I left. This interview was not even up to like 5 minutes, and minus him staring at my resume for like good 2 minutes, the interview was not up to 5 minutes. So I was like, I entered my car and I was like, so I actually just wasted my time here. Like, it was like not conducive, you're not welcoming, like you didn't even make me feel like there's no opportunity, you know what I mean? There was no opportunity for me to like even like express myself or tell them more about myself. Like, I feel like the first thing you should even have said, like, oh, tell me about yourself, you know? No, but no, he didn't say that. He just jumped into like, he's gonna ask me some calculation skills. So like, so far so good. This is like the worst job interview I've ever been to, and till today they didn't get back to me, they didn't even say anything. So I just assumed like, you know, that's a failure, like I was rejected. Like, I don't even know what to say. Thinking about it now, it makes me like let's fight. Like, it makes me so irritated, like annoyed. Like sometimes I pass the office when I'm going out and I'm like, you people are useless. I actually feel like because maybe I'm black, that's why they treated me that way, or I don't know, because I'm not trying to use like the race card. My friend actually had a similar experience with the same guy, and I'm like, okay, like what is going on here? So yeah, that's my was job interview experience so far, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this short video, and let me know down in the comment section if you guys have experienced something similar, or what is your guys job interview experience, your was job interview experience so far, and put that down in the comment section, and I would see. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, do all that, you know. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.